Jaegers, tonight we are canceling the apocalypse! Oh no, we have a level 10 kaiju! Level 10 kaiju, oh crap, you know what that means? The king has returned. We didn't mean to rip you off, we did it with love, we did it with love! You don't have to run to get your Godzilla toys, you can get them at bigbadtoystore.com, link is in the description. Big kids, it's time for your What up, big kids? Here's your big review of the Godzilla 2014 Atomic Roar Godzilla toy. So here's the new packaging for the new Godzilla 2014 movie. You can see here by Bandai America, you got a picture of Godzilla of how he looks in the movie, which I'm really loving. And you can see the action figure slash toy right there. It has some kind of lightning effects going on and kind of like an atomic blast. It has a try me feature and it says try me in many different languages. Atomic Roar Godzilla. Warning, don't choke on your Godzilla because he has atomic power. Side shows a picture of the Atomic Roar Godzilla. The other side says Godzilla. Back of the box talks about light up atomic fire breath in many different languages. It also shows instructions of how it works, so it's pretty easy. You can see the figure, Godzilla roars in many different languages, especially Japanese. He is Godzilla, hear him roar! Here we got the Godzilla 2014 Atomic Roar Deluxe Godzilla. Not the best Godzilla toy, but definitely not the worst. Let's take a closer look at it. I really love the new design of the 2014 Godzilla. It's way better than the 1998 Iguanzilla or the fake Godzilla that got taken out by Godzilla Final Wars, which I love. Bandai America did a pretty decent job on the sculpting of this figure. Like I said, for a $35 toy, it's good, not great. I mean, paint apps in the face are pretty good. He has yellow eyes. They're kind of a little bit beady. I don't know if they're intended to that, but I do like scales and sculpting is pretty good. The paint is pretty decent. It could be better, but it's definitely not the worst. I do like his spikes on the back. I feel like these could have been painted better. I don't know if that's, like I said, the movie hasn't come out yet. We haven't seen that much of Godzilla even in the trailers. Screw holes, you'll see them throughout here. That's something that Bandai America is notorious for, whether it was their Thundercats line or the Power Ranger toys. It has the speaker holes in the chest for where the sound effects will come out of. You can see arms, pretty detailed. I do like the scale, and like I said, it's decent job. Like I said, it's not the greatest. It's not the Bandai Japan Tamashii Nations detail, or even the NECA ones that we're going to get later on. But it's still pretty good. And like I said, this is more of a toy and then pretty decent display piece versus a very high-end collectible. Articulation, this Godzilla toy isn't very articulate at all, and any articulation he does have is mostly because of his gimmick. Like his head doesn't move at all except for a jaw, which goes up like that because of the gimmick, which I'll show here. The arms do go up and down, and that's it. There's no other articulation that, and the legs do go forward, but they go forward together, and that's because of the gimmick, which I'll show here. In the tail doesn't move at all. So if you're looking for articulation, this is not for you. The only accessory that Godzilla comes with, it's not even accessory, just instructions on how to replace his batteries. It takes 3 AAA batteries and shows how to do his gimmick, which is really easy. So the way this works, you take his legs and you kind of lean them forward, and he does this famous Godzilla roar and has a light up atomic breath. It looks okay, it's more toy gimmicky than anything else. Like I said, I love Godzilla's roar, and this could be a little fun, but I wish that there was a way to activate the sounds without the atomic breath. And I can see why he has to lean like this, because that freaking atomic breath is so long and it's like inside his body. But yeah, I wish this could have been implemented a little bit better. I wish it was more of a just like kind of, sprung out like, like a missile or something, and or even came out like a little bit less and not have him have to lean. Alright team, to defeat Godzilla we need something even more powerful than the blazing sword. More powerful than the blazing sword. What's more powerful than the blazing sword? A Snickers. He's hungry. Size comparison time. So here you can see that this Godzilla is about 11 inches tall. He is smaller than a Hot Toys figure, like the Hot Toys Captain America First Avenger figure. He is bigger than other kinds of action figures like the Monster Arts 90s Godzilla, or like the NECA Pacific Rim Gypsy Danger 7-inch, or Marvel Legends Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure. Now I am super excited for the new Godzilla movie. I love the design. Now with this toy line, at least in Bandai America's hand. There is some fun stuff, at least with this one, and maybe some other things like the Destruction City set that I will be reviewing. This is an okay display piece. I do love that it has Godzilla's roar, and the atomic breath gimmick is kind of like, it could be executed better, and I wish like you could have the sound effects without having to use that gimmick. So for 35 bucks, I wish this was a little cheaper, maybe 20, 25, 30 at the most. So maybe if you wait till it goes on clearance, if you're wanting a really detailed, more articulated Godzilla, you probably want to get the NECA ones, or I think Bandai Japan Tamashii Nations will be doing a Monster Arts version of that one. This is just more of a display piece with some fun gimmick for the kids. Otherwise, like I say, just pass on it and wait for the more detailed articulated Godzillas. Check out more at my website at SeanXLong.com and at HughesNerd.net. I'm Sean Long, remember to live long and love life.
Check out
Sean Long.
Jason David Frank, Tommy the Green Ranger.
Hey Godzilla, in honor of your movie coming out, why don't we watch the 1998 Roland Emmerich's Godzilla? My thoughts exactly, buddy. It makes me sick too. But it sure did have a lot of fish.